Hi friends, welcome to episode 1 of the Good Sect. I'm Icon and this is going to be my newest project for Amazing Cultivation Simulator. We will this time play kind of an overzealous, good-minded sect, which is only all about being righteous and maybe a little bit too much after smiting evil and helping the helpless. So I really plan to do a little bit of problematic for us if it is role-playing wise smart. So for this playthrough I did a lot of things differently compared to my other series, so let's get right started. Difficulty wise, I decided to emulate kind of a Immortal gameplay. We do have high difficulties about tribulations, combat, survival, and the base mood. Also amped up the amount of events here by a substantial number. So the basic idea was to do kind of an Immortal run without having to suffer from the save and load issue. Environmental wise, I wanted to play on the plateau this time. This is a cold biome for the first time, and we also have a yin yang steely somewhere hidden in here. Our main character, sect leader, is Kui Ruzong. Well, I picked him up to have a person which is a good fit for the Grand Chariot law, because if I increase the difficulty, I really like to start out with that law, because it's a strong fighter's law. I don't know where Kui Ruzong will go in the long way, but we'll see that. He will definitely want to root out evil in this world, so probably fighting is not the worst way to go. So for starting perks, this time I picked up the Keeper of Artifacts. I went for one disciple less to begin with, and went for some extra items, extra artifacts here. I guess this Polaris casket. Yeah, that's where we got the artifacts we looted. Apart from that, I only have one companion. That's our good friend Chi. She is blessed with a high luck and therefore really good inner disciple material. But yeah, I wanted to put up a little bit of a different challenge this time without making it too difficult. And to all those who were longtime watchers of the Evil Sect, don't you worry, the series is not dead. I just needed a pause to take from this gameplay, because I'll explain that across this series. Mostly because I wanted to utilize all what I have learned from the past two series into a new restart, which follows a lot of rules. So this series is really good if you understand the game already pretty decently and want to follow a gameplay that min-maxes somewhat without playing fully, like, along the guide. I'm not there yet. Alright, so enough of that, let's get right started. We have our visit from the Mysterious Cultivator. This game has a lot of little scripted events. So with our first wooden bonfire, we have civilization, but we really should put up a home for these guys as quick as possible, because I'm quite concerned about the well-being of my friends here. So I really want to open that casket. Let's do this. Let's check out how much material do I have. Well, enough to work with. So let's see. We got artifacts, 3 different swords. Well, no, 2 different swords. No, 3 of them. Ooh, artifact power 46. I like that one. I picked it up because I wanted to have a good fit for my starting character. So, well, the fire elemental one is not oh my god. None of these are really good for a metal cultivator, but whatever. I'll take a suboptimal artifact any time of the day. Okay, let's do our beginning stuff. Since I amped up the survival difficulty, I have to take this pretty serious. So I want to build the timber station first. Also, logging should be concerning both of you. then building should also be concerning both of you. I wanted to create a little bit of a challenge while having still the fun of the normal gameplay, because Immortal mode, I have taken several attempts to that, but my gist of it was I'm simply not there yet to really survive that into the late game. Maybe into the mid game, but I'm pretty sure I would do way too many mistakes here. And therefore, I'll rather do my best in this environment here. Okay, now we got this sorted out. Let's build a little bit of a shelter. Really, really humble abodes, because we're pretty poor to begin with. But it should be sufficient. Minus 23 degree. How good are they insulated? Will they die, actually? Temperature tolerance. Okay. Not really, but they shouldn't be happy either. Yeah, room needed, I guess so. Okay, this is a lot more tricky than the usual start, but that's exactly what I wanted. So I'm really happy to trade away one starting disciple again for those artifacts, though, because, you know, it's really, really beneficial to have a few artifacts to fight with when you start out with the game. Alright. They are quite busy, aren't they? Good, good. Okay. I hope we will have our shelter up before the night falls. But looking good here so far. Okay. So, a bed for everybody. Good stuff. Now, we'll definitely need that igneocopper. Oh, by the way, igneocopper. Let's do this right away. Oh, I can't do that yet. Okay, whatever. I can't even put up pedestals yet. Okay. The well. The well is the next important thing. No water, no life, you know. Okay. So I don't want to give Ruzong his forming pill too early, because it's simply not necessary. Okay, we got spirit wood. We got a huge ginkgo tree. I'll not chop that down, because as far as I remember, these things are crazy good wood chi generators. Okay, so let's check out what's to be done next. I want some training spots. I mean, that's not really something we built, but let's see. The handcraft station is also a pretty important thing, since we will put that into a workshop. I'll do this on this side for now. And for a stove, we would need stone. Alright, so we'll also need a stonework here. That's gonna be our next projects, I suppose. Okay. Playing a lot slower than the last few times, because I don't want to kill our friends off during the early game. So their temperature tolerance is okay towards the temperatures. Okay. So we won't die right away. And Ruzong seems to need a axe as soon as possible. Well, sadly we're not building the handcraft station first, but I let him do his crazy, you know. We're not going to rely on this form of wood generation way too long, so I don't mind him doing this like that. We'll have that lumber axe in no time. So we're going to craft our timber axe now. and bows. It's really important too. So I don't know if agriculture will be a easily acquirable thing for this sect. I highly doubt it, actually. Okay, let's put him up the logger job, because I think it should be enough if Chi does that. Alright, I have no intention to put Ruzong into the state of an inner disciple before the mysterious cultivator is gone. It's quite simple. There's no reason. I'm just I would just cut myself off from extra workforce at that point. These guys are only 2, so it's way better to keep them like that until I have the next person here. So the next steps are pretty easy. We'll just repeatedly produce lots and lots of timber, and then I want to build the workshop area right away. Or, you know what, I'm not going to expand the dormitory in this direction, but let's build the first more luxurious room here. Just to have room for either visitors or new sect members, you know. Both of these things will happen ultimately. Should. Alright, can't select either of those. Dang. But I can't place down chop orders. Nice. Okay, here we go. Let's just put down more things there. Okay. With the stoneworks down, I got marble. That's good. Just didn't want to build a stove out of jade, you know? Sure, it's cool to have jade for your furnishings, but I felt like that would be a little bit of an overkill. Okay, working at the stoneworks is crafting work. Okay. Ruzong is on it. Now, the stove will go to the eastern side. This is really important if you're newer to this game, because this game follows the rules of Feng Shui, which basically only gives a statement about which direction the door should point into. Like, sleeping rooms want their door on the southern side, workshop areas want their door on the eastern side, and cooking places want it on the western side. So the stove is unlocking us new furnitures and such, and I really want to do this right away. Put up a few displays and use that igneocopper ore I got. Because igneocopper ore is a substance which increases temperatures. Let's see. See here, minus 16 degree, minus 19 degree. This room is being warmed up by that stuff. So we're using our initial treasures as heaters. Spiritual powered heaters. I like that concept. Okay, let's create ourselves a few offcuts, because we need. And, well, looking not that bad. Looking not that bad at all. How much timber I got? 31. Let's craft a few more. Just figured I want to have floors in here. You know? Floors. Civilization. And beyond that, let's see. Wood and fire go well together. Earth and wood don't go well together. So that means the stove built out of marble, it has a wood element. And since the stove is a so-called, let me check it out. No, it's not. It's no Feng Shui building. Huh. Good to know. Or is it? just doesn't get displayed yet. Okay. Ah, I can't see Feng Shui and such things yet. That's why I'm confused. So we don't get it displayed yet, but long story short, a stove is emanating wooden chi, is emanating stone chi because it's built out of stone, and fire chi because it's a stove. There's always fire in a stove, otherwise it would be no stove. So it's a mixture of these two elements. And if we would now put wooden walls next to that, as you see here, wood and earth, they don't like each other. And that would make the Feng Shui balance of that room bad. And that's why we will prefer walls out of a earth element material for the kitchen to make the room more harmonious. This has several bonuses, but the most important thing is to not mess with Feng Shui totally, because if you would, people could die by just spending their time in these rooms. Nobody would want that, no? So, enough about that. Let's watch our fellas here work. Okay. The temperatures of these rooms, well, you would need a little bit more than just a little bit of igneo-copper. There are more powerful materials in the game to work with to heat up rooms, but we don't have access to these yet. Bottle of beast blood would be really good, but we need to be getting there. Alright, another good thing the mysterious cultivator is good for is he will assist you with all manner of different things. So, Ruzong, why are you... Told you to... Oh, the rabbit is already dead. I see, that's why. Seriously, why are you not using your... now he's using the bow. Just butchering a few animals here in the vicinity. The mysterious cultivator will help your beginner's characters with pretty much every fight that's coming up your sleeve. So it's a wise choice to use them a little bit here. Okay, let's create ourselves some marble offcuts. There we go. And here we get new materials. Hides to work with. Oh yeah, hides to work with. That's a good thing. We should go definitely for a sewing table as quick as possible. Because with this cold environment and the increased survival difficulty, I don't want to be backstabbed by bad equipped new arrivals. So, oh look at that, more boxes. I enjoy those boxes because they are free exploration nodes, if you might want to say so. Oh, look at that, there's a body of water back there. So, what's in the box? Yellow fabric. Oh man, lucky me. That's really, really good. We have a little bit of fabric, which you can usually only craft by manufacturing cotton into... Oh, that was not supposed to be a marble one. So, sewing. We wanted a sewing table. My family distracted me here for a moment. Yeah, sure. Not too surprised that this doesn't work out if we don't use the proper materials. Okay, so now there we go. Ice flowers. Neat. Okay, let's pause this for a second and check out our basic situation. Okay, I don't need to pause. So we will need a furnace. The furnace can again only be built out of stone. And, well, that's a little bit of an issue here because our workstations are all made out of wood, but that's only partially an issue. I'll solve that by just building 2 shacks, basically. Or you can also put down your forge outside in the outside areas. The forge won't be mad about that. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That's keep forgetting that the stone bench is a little bit more massive compared to the others. Oh well, let's don't make it this small. Alternatively, you could also make a few walls of this area of a stone element. Oh well, no, you would need to balance it out a little bit further. But you don't need to make the feng shui of one room consisting only out of 2 elements. You can actually, if you're really good at it, you can balance out all 5 in one room. That's, as far as I've heard, the best solution. I've never reached it yet because it's pretty complicated to do so, but I heard it is possible. Okay, now we can't establish a sect now because we don't have an inner disciple. That's okay. Okay, that's our neat little structure here. I don't want to disturb the ginkgo tree here, so we're going to build another dormitory area here. I just want to make sure that we got the place to host a few people, you know. This game features large amounts of disciples. Sects grow quite large in the course of the game, and therefore it's one of the things I did very, very wrongly when I started out with the game. And therefore you need to plan bigger, I wanted to say, sorry. Lost in a train of thought here. So the game tends to grow quite large in terms of amount of disciples, so that's why I plan big. Okay, now I got it. Sorry. Too many things at once in my head. I'm still a little bit worried about my food income because, you know, there's really not much around here so far. So let's place down some exploration flags. I rarely use them because they tire out your people, so I heard. But I really need to check if there's more animals out here. Oh, herbs. Herbs are also very valuable. They're basically your only form of medicine in the game. If somebody grows ill or wounded, it's pretty hard to bring them through without herbs. Okay. Food-wise, the situation hasn't become better here. Oh, look at that. There's a bull. That's exactly what I was looking for. So, Ruzong will now be a little bit beaten up by that guy, or he'll just tackle down the bull. Okay. Wow. I didn't expect Ruzong to be such a beast, but he's just taking it down. Alright. He's a strong boy. Quite the fighter I imagined, you know. Okay, we do have enough wood to create all the lumber I have in mind. That's good. Okay. The only thing we're lacking now are people. But that should be the least of all worries. Alright, this is only quarters for the outer disciples, so inner disciple homes will be another day's topic. Alright, nice. The bull provided us with a nice amount of food and leather. So let's check this out. Winter shirt and winter pants. Let's do these twice. Just feel better with that. Okay, we're out of timber again. Nice. We're really getting there. Just with 2 people. I was already a little bit concerned about that when I began this run, but I had a hunch that this wouldn't be too problematic. Oh, amber fruits. Let's use these. Amber fruits are preventing you from feeling hungry or exhausted for half a day. So basically they are a meal that lasts you 12 hours. Which ain't bad at all. So... oh yeah. Things getting done makes me really happy. Now, we would need a storage area. But not only one. So organizing this place is the next step to take. So we're going to place down the furnace. Oh, we need a lot of marble blocks for that one. More than we got right now. I want to place down the furnace outside, just to have one for now. It would be foolish to not have one at this point. So let's put down more beds, and also I want to create an eating place. So right next to the stone kitchen, we're now putting down a wooden mess where people can just sit in and eat, so we don't have any conflicting elements inside these rooms. So, wasn't there a table here? Square tables and tables. So let's put down a few square tables and 2 big ones here. Also a few oil lamps to give that whole place a little bit of a cozy feeling. And off we go. I mean, sure, it looks pretty megalomaniac. We're only 2 people and we're building huge buildings and complexes and whatnot, but, you know, if you build it, he will come. So, we're building it. I am out of marble offcuts. It's just, wait a sec. Seriously? Am I? No. We got 100 of those. Just thought like, nope. I specifically created them for this room. Alright, I wonder if in summer the minus temperatures are going to be less annoying, but we'll see. So the sewing table doesn't have the necessary materials. Well, I'm not surprised at all. Alright, let's just start chopping down spirit wood trees. They are really good providers of our first chi gathering materials. Things are getting done here. Well, the furnace is not being done yet. There's only so much 2 people can do, though. So let's check out the temperatures here. Well, sleeping at minus 6 degrees in your room. Comfy. Okay, seems like all further progress is locked behind our inner disciplehood. I will turn Ruzong into an inner disciple as soon as I have created all the necessary buildings here. So what we're still missing, as far as I can tell, is a nice little storage area. So let's do this. Maybe it ain't that little, but it's really important to have that. Also, we need some trade area, but obviously we can't do that yet. Okay. Now, do I have enough wood? Yes, I do. Alright. So once all these building projects are done, I will promote Ruzong, and then we're going to start with the real cultivation business. I have no clue how crippling it is actually to play with only 2 disciples at the beginning. I feel like it is very crippling. Like, progress is being made so much slower. And I got the whole feeling this creeping feeling that it could be faster than that. So I hope that call ain't important, otherwise I'll pause. Ah well. Guess my wife can take that. Always grateful for her assistance here. Okay, look at that beautiful eating room. Awesome. Okay, friends, so we will end in a few minutes once these things are done. And then we have a really good start for the second episode. I really like where we are right now. It's looking like a pretty powerful start. Although I got the feeling like we're really slow in terms of building stuff and getting things done. So I'll turn on Ruzong's construction thingies here. And yeah, so while they are building these last few things, I want to thank you so much for watching. It's been my pleasure, and the Good Sect will rise, and the Evil Sect will continue as soon as this project has progressed enough. So I feel ready to tackle a new challenge there. So yeah, leave me a comment down below. I'd be happy to hear from you, or leave a like on that video to make it more visible, or just leave a subscription, turn on those notifications, and you won't miss any future content from my side. Whatever might be the case, I hope you had a great time, and come back soon. Bye bye!